Syndication in its simplest form is just a partnership between and amongst investors. They pool together their expertise and resources, and generally in the form of capital, to acquire an asset that they couldn't, and in some instances shouldn't, own on their own. And there's two roles in a syndication. You've got the syndicator, otherwise known as a sponsor, and the investor. And the division of roles and responsibilities is the syndicator is the active investor who is actively managing the investment and ensuring that the business plan is adhered to as agreed upon between and amongst the investors. I like to see a high growth market where the national rent growth is currently about 13.8%. I like to see markets that are potentially achieving a higher rent growth rate than the national average, and also have a nice mix of Fortune 500 and diversification across industries. That to me really constitutes a high growth market, honing in on getting familiar with the sponsor directly. And that is understanding their experience. How long have they been doing this? Have they invested through a full market cycle? Those are some key questions to ask. And make sure that you have an understanding on their track record. You would probably want to see at least multiple exits and the performance relevant to that. And instead of just asking for the performance, I would also ask for benchmarks. And by that, I mean, how did they perform relative to their initial projections? Because it's one thing to just give you a great number for a performance and return, but it's another thing to understand how they performed relative to how they modeled the opportunity. A full integration model is when a sponsor or syndicator not only has the asset management or investment management piece in-house, but also brings the property management piece, and in the case of a value add investor, brings the construction management piece in-house. A preferred return is not a guaranteed return. However, where the confusion comes in, it is the highest priority distribution in a waterfall, paid from not the total inflows, so not all rental income is included in the distribution. What it comes from is the net cash flow. So it's rental income less expenses for the property. And that's where the preferred distribution is paid out of. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate, post a comment, question, reach out to me directly. I would be happy to talk about it further. Hope you all have a great day, and thank you again for joining me. Bye-bye.